You're at home with your family and a crazed neighbor barges into your home wielding a chainsaw. Well, it actually happened to one teenage boy. He's going to join us live to tell us his scary story in 60 seconds. A terrifying ordeal for one Florida family. A mentally ill neighbor walked into their home this weekend ranting and wielding a chainsaw. But one quick-thinking and very prepared 17-year-old boy took charge. Kenny Partonen subdued the man until the cops got there. The police even had to taser the man multiple times to get him under control. Well, Kenny became what you might call a Hapkido hero. Hapkido is the discipline of martial arts practiced by my next guests. Kenny Partonen and his Hapkido instructor Phil Barrett join me now. Thank you, gentlemen, for talking to us. Kenny, let me ask you, first of all, you were sitting at home, you're waiting for FedEx, and then the next thing you know, there's a whole lot of screaming going on, and it wasn't FedEx at your door.
No, I was just waiting for FedEx for some robotics parts, and this guy just ran in with this chainsaw. He was really, really mad at this chainsaw. Maybe he couldn't get it started or whatever. He never tried to start it, but I'm like, okay, fine, give it to me. So, you know, I grabbed it, set it down, and my mom's like, who the heck is this guy? It's this guy that we know. His name's Donnie. And so I'm like, okay, let's go outside because you're pretty mad. So I started taking the guy outside, and he started wrestling with me. My dad's in the shower, and this guy's wrestling with me in my door frame.
Okay, so obviously this guy had no idea that you know Hapkido.
I mean, he's known, but he was completely out of it mentally. He had no idea what he was doing, so he didn't know. Like, he wasn't really trying to. He just snapped.
So, Phil, as an instructor of this, let me ask you, sorry to interrupt there. Phil, you know, you teach this, and I understand that making eye contact, staring somebody in the eye is one of the tactics, and to be calm. But I would imagine if somebody comes into your house wielding a chainsaw, you got to get physical at some point. So did your student there do what you would have taught him to do?
Oh, absolutely, because what he did is he tried to use reasonable force. We're not trying to fight anybody. We're trying to get out of a situation with no one, if possible, being hurt. So he tried to use, you know, proper vocal commands. He kind of had to escalate, you know, as the situation went along with it, and then eventually had to use vital point striking to get the man finally outside the home and, you know, eventually turn him over to the sheriff's office. By
vital point striking, you mean the two fingers in the eye move?
Right. I mean, you have about 300 vital points on your body, and that's one of the more common ones. And when you have a 300-pound man who's mentally altered and not responding to strikes, which Kenny had to use, or grappling maneuvers, it was backing him up, but it wasn't being as effective as needed, then sometimes you do have to escalate. And again, that's not up to Kenny, that's up to the attacker when this ends.
Phil and Kenny, we apologize. We have to break away for breaking news, but we thank you both, and congratulations, Kenny, for certainly becoming a hero in your hometown. I want to go back to Florida, but this time breaking news.